Happy Q2, happy April. Every time I say a new quarter, a new month, I'm like, wait, am I getting this right? I feel like life just goes by so fast these days. It's really wild. So let's take a moment to slow down together, reset for the upcoming quarter, the upcoming month, and also look at what went well and what didn't go so well for us last quarter. So first of all, I'm having a bit of a reset day today. I'm getting back in my writing grind. I got up and did my 3 morning pages, which is a part of the Artist Way practice. It's a book/course, and I'm really enjoying it so far. More to come. That's been one of the big things that I feel like I've been missing from quarter 1 or just the beginning of the year is I have felt like I've been so in go mode and so about pleasing other people, keeping other people happy, making money, which is a good thing. Don't get me wrong, but as a creative entrepreneur, it's not the only thing. So I've really felt out of whack with my creativity. And so I'm really excited to be going through this book and course. But I wanted to just sit down and do a Q1 update with you to start the day. And let me know in the comments if you enjoy these updates, and I will certainly keep doing them. And also please follow along with the prompts and type them out in the comments. I want to hear what's going on in your business too. So for quarter 1, let's start with the hires and fires, or basically any big structural changes, personnel changes. I did quite a bit of hiring actually this year. I went from having a team of 7 to a team of 1 last year. And for a while I felt like I was just really happy with that and I was going to keep doing that. And then I don't know what it was, but something this quarter was like, you need help. You just do. I think it's, the end of last year just started to get really wild. I started to also struggle with my health a little bit. Luckily, nothing too serious, but I was just getting sick a lot and I was like, my body is giving me a sign. So I hired somebody who's just managing my inbox. I hired a partnerships manager. And what else? Who else did I hire? I hired a video editor for my course content, not for my YouTube videos, still editing those myself, but I had some help editing some course videos. I feel like I'm missing someone and I'm gonna feel really bad about it when I think about it. I hired a lot more guest instructors for the Accelerator, which is a course that I run. I mean, I'm obviously not gonna talk about individuals that I fire. I don't know why I wrote that, but I did have to stop working on one project. It was a pretty big project because many of you may know I got into a car accident this quarter, actually. We were rear-ended, but it was kind of emotional and I did have some physical struggles from it as well. Nothing, permanent, luckily, but I lost a few weeks for sure of work and I just really realized I can't keep going like this. It was just a reminder for me. I'm obviously not grateful that I got in a car accident. My car is still messed up. But it was kind of a good reminder that nothing is more important than your health. And I encourage you as a freelancer, an entrepreneur, to always keep that in mind. Let's talk about launches. Okay, so Q1 was actually very scary. I normally was on this schedule of kind of launching a big product about every 3 months or so. Well, I decided last year that I wanted to revamp my signature program, the Social Media Management Accelerator. It's my top seller in terms of dollars. And I really wanted to refilm some stuff. Like I said, hire some new guest instructors to teach lessons and just really take my time with it and really think through the launch, because the launches last year, they went well. Everything, was great financially, but I was finding myself really burnt out. And I also felt like just listening to student feedback, there were things that they wanted that I knew I could provide. I just needed some time to put those materials together. So I actually took, I hadn't launched since September, so it was like 5 months. And I was scared. I was like, am I gonna make money? Are people gonna forget about me? But the launch turned out well. It went very well, on par with our previous launches with less work. So I'm considering that a win. And I also think the format that I've sort of revamped SMMA to be is a little bit more evergreen. It's certainly not evergreen. It is still a live coaching experience. However, I think I have the bandwidth to launch it 1 or 2 more times per year than I did last year. I will say something that's interesting. I get asked from a lot of you all, like, do you see any changes with the economy and things like that? And I don't know if it's the economy or if it is just, you know, the effects of the pandemic. Kind of, you know, we're like 3 years out from the onset now, but I've got a lot more requests for done for you work. And that's actually been keeping me really busy, doing some big projects like course content for other brands, video content, lots of stuff like that. Also in-person things like speaking. My revenue has actually shifted a little bit, and I have sold, I think, a little bit less in courses this quarter compared to Q1 2022, but my revenue is more from other sources. Challenges. Well, I think I've already talked about them. Really, I've kind of looped this in, but yeah, you know, the car accident was difficult. The idea of stopping a project before it was fully complete was hard for me, but I also felt extremely proud of myself for standing up for me and my health, because at the end of the day, if I don't have my health, I can't help anybody. Other challenges, I actually have been struggling with anxiety quite a bit. I mean, I've always been an anxious person. I've always had anxiety. I don't really talk about it a ton, but again, with the world, you know, being much more closer to what it was pre-pandemic, I think I've realized I don't work well with other people. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that I don't work well with other people, but I'm very anxious. I'm very socially anxious. Wins. Let's talk about the wins. So, got a few really big projects to start the quarter, which is great, again, in terms of financials, but has been kind of stressful in terms of life and sustainability and health and all of that. So I'm working on wrapping up a course actually right now that I was hired to create for a company that a lot of you probably will know. I'm excited to share it with you, and it's a course that I think a lot of you will be interested in taking as well. So super happy about that. I also signed a deal with a partner for a recurring partnership. We've already worked together many times before on this channel, but we officially inked a deal for like an ongoing annual partnership, which I'm so thrilled about, because it's a brand that a lot of you all have responded really well to. That was actually a huge win for me too, because I negotiated that deal. I did all the meetings, I did everything all myself, and it's the biggest single partnership deal that I've ever signed. So that's pretty huge. Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of wins for sure, but as I mentioned, that's not without challenges, because that's like one of those projects is like a quarter, you know, for me typically. So from a financial standpoint, I'm doing significantly better and projected to make, you know, if I keep this pace up, I'm projected to make quite a bit more than I did last year. The thing is, I don't know that I want to keep this pace up. I don't know that this pace is sustainable. So I really need to do a little bit of soul searching and like getting back to the root of things. So that's what I'm really pushing myself to do, which leads us into goals. My goals are to complete the Artist Way course and book in Q2 and write every day. That's a big part of the Artist Way. She calls them morning pages. You write 3 pages every single day. As far as business-wise, another thing I would like to do is I really just am passionate about video. I'm just passionate about YouTube. Like I've realized over the past year or so that that's really what I love teaching. I love teaching social media marketing, don't get me wrong, but video is like what I know, what I've done the longest, what I love doing. So I'm trying to figure out a way to help people with that. I don't know what that's gonna be yet. I already have a video course, but I don't know if that is a video accelerator, you know, like a course plus coaching program for a group. I don't know if that's doing one-on-one YouTube coaching. I just don't know yet, but I do want to at least figure out what offer I want to create that is around YouTube, because I really do love it. So anyway, that's what's been up. I've been rambling on, but I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of my day started. I think I'm going to just work on some editing and probably do my nails, and then we'll go for a walk. It's a really nice day, and just continue resetting and ushering in some new energy for April. So outside of the morning pages, one of the other big pieces of the Artist Way is an artist date. I think that's what it's called, artist date. You're supposed to take yourself on a solo date once a week to do something creative or something that's going to spark creativity. So for me, I think a lot of my artist dates are going to involve nature. I felt very, in Q1, I've also felt very starved of nature and the environment. It very much affects me, and it's been really cold here. Like, it's been really cold and really gloomy. I've even been to California a couple times in Q1 and it was really gloomy and cold there too. So I haven't spent nearly as much time outside as I normally do, and I think that's been really hindering my creativity. So I'll probably do a lot of that stuff, but it can be something simple like have a collage night in your room by yourself, or I don't know, get dressed up, do your makeup really cool and artistic, take an art class. So I think this is going to be one of the more challenging things for me to keep up with, just because I don't really leave my house a lot, and I don't know, I don't really do a lot for me. So I think that one's going to be hard, and that's one of the reasons that I want accountability for the Artist Way thing. So I posted in my Freelance Friday Club group that I asked if anyone would be interested in joining along for some accountability, and a few of the members said they would. So I think we're definitely going to do an Artist Way weekly accountability call. So if you want to join, I will leave a link down below. I think we're going to start it in May.